crafty friend. We are working on one of my favorite projects in this video today. I have my dragon mold, which I am using our mica powder, which kind of gives a pearlescent color, and all I'm doing is brushing it onto the actual mold. I'm using different shades of blue because I really like these colors together, and they show up so well whenever you are adding the resin to it. And I'm also using a shade of kind of a pink purple. I just thought these would really stand out really well for this project. We are going to color our resin black before adding it to this mold, and it will really make those colors pop really well. And while we're doing this, you will see that there is some loose powder that gets inside the mold, and the best way to get rid of that is just use a baby wipe to wipe it up. And I am using a little bit of layering, but the color that is more on the outside is the one that is going to end up showing. And this process does take some time. I think it took me about an hour to do this, but it's totally worth it. It just came out gorgeous. Wait till you guys see it. We're going to mix our resin, 1 part resin to 1 part hardener. Mix it really well, and then we're going to add the black mica powder. So when we're doing this, we do want to make sure that we squish the mold and bend it a little bit to make sure we get all the bubbles out so it doesn't ruin the mold, because the bubbles will get trapped down there in those little detailed spots. So you want to make sure you get them out. And here it is. Isn't that a beauty, guys? I absolutely love how the black comes out with that blue shimmery and a little bit of purple. And now we'll get all of our pieces together to finish our project. So I actually got this box at the Goodwill bins, also known as the Goodwill outlet. It was a red box, but I wanted it a better color for the dragon. So I used acrylic paint and painted it purple and just sealed it with some Mod Podge. I'll be using 527 multi-purpose glue to add these rocks to the box. And I did forget to clean them beforehand. They do need to be cleaned. So you'll see me cleaning them off as I'm doing this, which I mean, that's fine too. I should have cleaned them beforehand though. And I did make these resin crystals that I thought went really well with these colors as well. And we're just gluing the dragon, the rocks, and the crystals onto the box. And then we're also going to add some different colored moss to go along with it. I had to trim up the moss a little bit, and for the moss I'm actually going to be using hot glue because it does work better than the 527 glue. And the crystals weren't sticking all that great with the 527, so I thought I would double up on the glue and add the hot glue to that as well. This is going to turn out to be an absolutely beautiful piece if you're into fantasy, which I am. So there you go. But after I add all the moss, I do need to trim it up, and then you will have your final piece.